What you're about to see almost didn't happen.
The Alaska Highway has two closures. The new fire sparked on the British Columbia and the Yukon border near Watson Lake. The other has been growing just south of Fort Nelson in British Columbia.
We were literally some of the last people to make it through. Good morning. It's day 24 of our Alaskan adventure.
Yep, we have been in Jasper National Park for the last 4 days. We've actually been in Canada for 11 days.
Jasper has been every bit as amazing as Banff was, so we're really glad that we made the time to come here and to stay, but all good things must come to an end, and we're going to move on. Three of our four couples are here now, and we're moving on, and we're going to meet our fourth couple in about 2 days, unless they surprise us and show up early, which really wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, knowing them. So we'll tell you who that is later on in the video. And we are just excited to be here in Canada. We made sure we allowed time in Canada because we love Canada, and we've got, I think, 24 days on the way up to Alaska and about 12 days on the way home. But now it's time to get on the road.
We got to hit the road and catch up with our group.
I will say Jasper has been amazing, but the Alaskan Highway is calling. Today's trip involves driving through Grand Cache and then on to Grand Prairie. And we got about a 5-hour drive, so hopefully all that will go smooth.
We camped by the stars, felt the cool night air. The Rockies were calling, we had no cares. Onward we rolled, through the border we passed. Canada's beauty, it hit us fast.
So we made it from Jasper to Grand Prairie. The highway sign says Alaska Highway officially. I know we're not officially on it, but it does say that on the sign. It says Alaska on it.
I think it said scenic route to Alaska.
It said Alaska?
It's leading us. This road will lead us. This road out here will lead us to the Alaskan Highway.
Anyways, we are doing something tonight that we have never ever done before in all of our years of RVing. This is a first.
Yep.
Are you ready?
We've cracker docked. She's turning to me. We've mooch docked with friends. We even boondocked.
And guess where we're staying at now?
Our first official Wally dock. We've always had Cracker Barrel to fall back on. We always think it's a little bit quieter, a little bit easier, less noise. So, but we've got a feeling we'll use what we can on the way to Alaska and in Alaska to save money and get some zero-cost nights. You know how we want to save money and have cheap nights.
Yeah, we also needed to restock a couple of things. We hadn't really bought groceries since we left Great Falls, and so this is a great opportunity. Just walked over and got the things we needed and brought them back to the camper.
Yep, and the reason, one of the reasons we stopped in Grand Prairie is it's the last major town before you go into British Columbia. And we did stop and get gas here. We were, one of the Canadians told us, hey, stop in Grand Prairie to get your gas. That way you don't have to pay. That way you don't have to pay the British Columbia prices. And it's kind of like our state. Some states have higher taxes and such. It's expected.
But we also experienced something else today. The smoke. We have officially got into a smoky area.
Yep, there's wildfires, not right near us, but we're getting the smoke off of them because there's so much getting burnt. So if you're watching the news, you see that Alberta and some in British Columbia, there's some fires. So we've keep an eye on those, being safe. But if you look at our rig and look at our Jeep, it's got not only dirt and grime from the day, but also a lot of smoke on it because we went through a lot of smoke.
We went through a lot of smoke today.
Don't know if the camera will pick it up. I'll try to put some on here off the dash cam. But from the eye, you could really see how much smoke there was.
Yeah. And one more thing. The last person that has joined us, that was supposed to join us on our tour, is now here. And we're all going to dinner together in just a little bit. And when we do that, we'll introduce you to them. And because our crew is complete now.
Yep. The band's back together. No, we got the gang together. 4 of us caravanning to Alaska through Canada.
Yeah.
So
Jasper where the peaks touch the sky. Turquoise lakes and glaciers made our spirits fly. Elk roam the meadows, the air so crisp. Every mile of memory, every view a gift.
So this is where everyone comes to get the iconic sign it's the beginning of the Alaskan Highway.
Mile marker 0.
Mile marker 0.
We made it. We're officially on the Alaskan Highway.
Yeah, yay! I'm so excited.
This is Dawson Creek's sticker forest. We did not know this was here, but if you look on the other side, it'll say this is the Dawson Creek sticker forest. So you can see why it's a forest, but we're gonna put it up, see if you can find it. Let us know if you found it.
I guess we're gonna head that way? That way?
Go north.
We're gonna go north to Alaska. North to Alaska. So when you stop here, be sure you take the time to go to the visitor center. They give you lots of cool information on the roads, as like right now we're having to avoid fires and stuff like that. So they'll give you all that information, tell you where to look for up-to-date information. But also they have a really cool museum type thing with really old things in it. And since we are really old, we like really old things, right?
She is.
Since I am. So
they do have a gift shop, so you can buy shirts, like other gifts. So check that out too.
Now it's on up the road we go.
Here's a little bit of pro tip we got from one of those in our caravan, that a lot of visitor centers in these smaller towns have dump stations and potable water. This is the second one that someone in our group has used. We just used this one here at Fort Nelson, and Teach and Tug Travels used the dump station and the potable water in Grand Prairie. So check these small towns and see if they've got free dumps, free water.
One thing you're really going to want is something to clean your windshield with. It has gotten so dirty. Every time we stop, we have to clean it just so we can continue to see out. So while Danny is cleaning the windshield, I'm making us a quick sandwich. We have some high winds that are coming into our area on Friday, so wherever we get to tomorrow night, we want to be able to stay there for 2 nights so that we don't have to drive. It's supposed to be like 35 to 40 mile an hour Friday. We're just not up for driving in that, either one of us. So we're gonna have a quick lunch and try to get a little further today than we had actually planned. And this is on top of us worrying about the fires.
Very smoky up there. He said very smoky on top of the hill.
Looks like we got a lot of room to jump on in here and see what you think. We'll keep going, I'll catch you.
We drove farther than scheduled just to get past that smoke of the first fire. It was thick and we just needed to get to a little bit safer place. So we're along the Alaska Highway. We traveled a long day today, probably about 7 hours on the road, then plus stops along the way. It was a long travel day. Ask why we, RV America, had a long travel day, because we usually don't. But the fact is that twofold. Number one, there are fires in British Columbia, Canada. So we're dodging the fires and the smoke, mainly the smoke. And the second fold is Friday, the winds are going to be sustained up to 30 miles per hour plus and gusting up to 45, 55 miles per hour. We've already been through that. We've already been blown into other lanes, off the road type of things, and had to stop for an hour and a half to avoid those down in Nebraska. So we as a group decided that we will stop and stay steady on Friday, and that's the second fold is why we travel so far. So we had to make up a day because we knew we were going to be steady still on Friday. I did want Lynn to show you, she's helping me with the drone. I did want her to show you the pull-off here. They're all over the Alaskan Highway. Some are smaller than this. This is probably about a medium one. There's tons a lot bigger than this, but you see there's 5 rigs, our 4 plus somebody else has pulled in behind us. Somebody from Kansas. We really enjoyed talking to him. And very easy, could fit another 4 or 5, depending on the size of them. Our 18-wheeler, several of those in here. If you're like us, you like to sprinkle in some zero-cost travel days.
So it's day 2 on the Alaskan Highway. We are on the road much earlier this morning than we have been since we started the trip.
Yeah, we're on the road about an hour earlier just because of the situations we told you about yesterday. the wildfires from Fort Nelson to Toad River, and there's a lot of smoke on it and on the highway. And so we're getting a little bit of head start because we know it's getting down to one lane, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of delays. We're hoping and praying there's not a lot of delays, but we know how that normally happens with these one lane situations. The other reason we're getting on the road early and going to have a longer travel day again today is the high winds that are coming Friday. We want to get to Liard Hart Springs today and spend 2 days there, because Friday, with the winds sustained at over 30 miles per hour and gusting up to 50 something, we do not want to be traveling down the road. So that's why we're getting on the road early.
No one needs to drive in 50 mile per hour wind gusts. That is just insane. That's worse than we had on the way up to the border.
Not smart. So
yeah. Also, we're trying to get completely out of the smoke because one person in our group has severe asthma, and if you have asthma, this is not a good thing. All the smoke is not a good thing.
We will say that the East Providence has very good websites that tell you about the fires. We're in British Columbia, and they have a great website to warn you about the fires. It's not updated as often as I want. I think it's once a day every morning, and it's supposed to be at 8 o'clock, but we haven't got an update yet. So we'll let you know what they say.
So we're sitting in line on the highway, waiting on what we assume is the single line of traffic for the forest fires that are going on. We've sat here a bit.
So we were stopped for 59 minutes waiting for I guess this is the one lane for the pilot car, though they don't have the other lane blocked off, so we don't know. Here's a frost heave. Always slow down for those frost heaves. We've heard so many horror stories, people thinking they can go the speed limit. You gotta slow down. We've had someone we know break the leaf spring in there on the trailer, so they put those out for a warning to help you keep you safe and without having major breakdowns on your way to Alaska or in Alaska.
We do have one problem though. We have been told that because the road is closed down to one lane as we go by the cinnamon bun place, that we're not going to be able to stop and get our cinnamon buns.
What?
Smoke on the mountain, red glow in the sky. The pines were trembling as we rolled on by. Alberta's crying, British Columbia too. Ash on our windshield like cold morning dew. On the Alaska highway, winds in those northern flames. Warnings for Fort Nelson, calling out names. Searching for the latest news, hearts holding tight. Running hard, running fast, running out of daylight. Oh, Canada's burning and we're driving through fire. Oh, RV America, racing with our Alaskan desire. Heroes battling their backs to the blaze, fighting for forests while we try to escape. We don't look back, cause we know what we'd see. Just smoke in the mirror and our prayer to be free. Oh, Canada's burning, Canada's burning.
We made it to Liard Hot Springs, and I felt like it was touch and go whether the road was going to get shut down, whether the fires were going to get bigger with the winds blowing like they started blowing. It was nerve-wracking. I could tell Lynn was nervous. It was not fun getting to where we had to get, but we made it, and we are so glad to be here at the hot springs.
So we made it to Liard Hot Springs today.
Yep, we traveled about 242 miles from Prophet River to Hot Springs.
Yes.
To Hot Springs.
Now that doesn't sound like a lot of mileage, but it took us from 8 this morning until about 4:30 this afternoon. And you may ask why.
Well, you saw we stopped to fill our fresh water, dump our tanks, and there were 4 rigs doing that.
We're doing a lot of boondocking.
And as we said earlier, it was free, so we knew we'd need to go ahead and do that since we were boondocking. So that took some time.
That took some time, but also because of the fires that are in the area, they had the road shut down to 1 lane, and we had to sit and wait for almost right at an hour.
Yep. I was clocking it 59 minutes. They got us out before the hour.
Had to wait for the car to come back and get us, so we sat there, we had lunch, people got out and walked around,
And most
met
of
our
it,
neighbors.
most of it was there was on the right side, the way we're going, there was a lot of smoke still smoldering, and we had to pull over to the 4 lane because there were firefighters working in this one particular section that they were trying to get a hold of. So
Yep. But we also want to give you a report on the animals that we saw today, the wildlife.
Yep.
Now, it was not a banner day for wildlife. We saw 1 buffalo. We saw
bison,
2, buffalo, bison. We saw 2 small sheep, 1 ram,
mountain goat, yeah.
mountain goat.
I saw a wild horse, beautiful black wild
He
horse.
saw that. I didn't see it. I missed it. And what else did we see? Did we see anything else?
I think that's
Our friend saw a mama bear with a baby cub.
And another one in the
But-
group saw a moose, but sometimes
We missed those.
Sometimes when you got 4 in a line, you're not going to see everything the other person saw.
Yeah, we missed those, so we didn't get to see those at all.
Okay.
We did see a bear.
So, yeah.
On the way down the mountain,
Just-
we did see a bear. I almost forgot about the bear. It was in a distance, and as we were coming
Yes.
up on it, it ran away. So we didn't
the
see it
lead
really
vehicle
good.
stopped right close to it, and we saw it, and it was running pretty scared up into. It was a smaller bear, black bear.
Yeah, but it was fun to see. Hopefully, we'll see more. We went out driving around this evening and didn't see anything then either.
And I really think the smoke and the
the
fear of
fires-
fire has really probably got them moving quick. So we and of course, starting at 8 in the morning, they probably got out earlier in the day, so that's why we went out tonight. One of the tips has always been go early and go late if you want to see wildlife.
Which means we'll never see the wildlife. Never.
It's hard to get 4 rigs out and especially
Early in
with
the morning.
Some of the people riding to get out before 8.
Now we also saw some amazing scenery today.
beautiful.
The mountains that we drove through, we did like this all day long. It was just up and down, but it was amazing,
Yes.
beautiful scenery.
The
What a
Alaskan
blessing.
highway is beautiful.
Yeah.
In some places it's just like any other place, but when it got around the Rockies again, oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and that's something else that helps me remember. Thank you. We want to talk about the roads. Before we came here, we were hearing all about how horrible the roads were. And today, I guess yesterday and today was our first 2 days on the Alaskan. And the roads have spots in them that are not really crazy bad. But I mean, we've driven all across the United States and we've seen much, much worse roads than what we've driven on here.
Now we haven't made it to the worst part of the Alaskan highway, but so far, it is from mile marker 0 and Dawson Creek to Liard Springs, Hot Springs. These have been like any other Alberta roads or United States roads. We've seen better, we've seen worse.
Yeah, we had one really, really sad thing that happened today. And I'm going to share that with you. And you're going to feel really bad for me when you hear about it. But y'all know how I have been looking forward to this cinnamon roll that we were supposed to get on this drive. Well, because of the fires, because the road was shut down to 1 lane, the cinnamon bun place was closed. And we did not get to experience our once-in-a-lifetime chance at those amazing cinnamon rolls.
Yes, but we've always heard there's a couple of places, so we cannot miss the next one.
We
or
can't
I'll be
miss
in trouble.
Yeah, you'll be in trouble. He is going to get whooped if he misses the next one. But hopefully we'll get it on the next thing. Who knows when we'll be back this way again to go to that one. But it is what it is. And we're both pretty whooped.
So we're looking forward to day 3. We'll get back. Day 3 we'll be here. We're going to spend 2 days.
Yeah.
If you recall, we had the bad winds coming
The
tomorrow.
bad winds are coming tomorrow. Hopefully they won't be as bad as they said they're going to be, but either way, we don't care because we're staying put until the windstorm is over. We are going to go spend some time in the hot springs and just take a little bit and chill out because we've been traveling pretty hard and pretty heavy, and it's time for a chill out.
Yep. First night we're paying for a campsite. Well, it's not really a campsite. The campsite ground's full, so they got overflow parking, which is $27 a night, just like it is in there.
27 Canadian dollars. But now let me say this: there's no hookups here, no water
on either side.
on either side.
Either here in the overflow.
There's an outhouse over here, and that's about all you're going to get here. But for $27 a night, you also get your tickets to get into the hot springs. So that's included. So we got 2 nights.
We'll show you around the hot springs.
Yeah. So we are at the official entrance to Liard Hot Springs. We're gonna go take a soak in the spring. Shh! I'm on the hunt for a moose. A moose is on the loose. Let's go find him.
So there's a boardwalk from the campground over to the springs, and just a short, supposedly a short walk. We'll tell you in a minute if it's longer. This is one of the campgrounds that have the electrified fence around it. I don't think we're protected right now in this, so if you see me running, you'll know why. And I only got to outrun one person.
He ain't gonna outrun me.
And she put me in flip-flops. She knows I can't run in flip-flops.
Do your moose call so we can hear the moose. We want to see it. Hey, isn't that the same sound you used when you're calling alligators and buffalo and every other creature God made?
Maybe.
So we think today is a great day to let the hot springs wash away all the stress of the fires and the winds.
So I want to tell you a little bit about Liard Hot Springs. It is hot! And there's a challenge. It gets hotter and hotter as you get over there. See where it's bubbling over there? I mean boiling, basically. So if you make it over there with a rock, you meet the challenge. I don't know what Joel's going to give me, but I think $1.
I'll give the loony a loony.
Amen.
So you and I made it. That was good.
Yep.
And I did.
You don't follow me?
I could have made
No, I'm going to tape you from here and let you zoom it in.
If you follow right behind
Are we in your way?
really close.
You're really close to
Get
him.
really close.
Really close.
He's already gone. Look at him.
He's still not doing it right.
Danny,
Stay lower.
Danny. RV America. It's for RV America.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's for your viewers. Can he do it? Can Danny do it?
He's like, okay, I'm doing. Okay, get back.
Yay! Join us next week as we travel on the roughest roads we have ever taken this RV on, but we make it to Alaska.
If you're joining our road trip to Alaska, traveling through Canada, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've got so many great videos that are going to be coming out about this trip, and you're not going to miss it. So hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and leave a comment and give us a thumbs up.
Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV America!